It's 3 in the morning, and I stagger into the elevator, only to find a man standing at my doorstep. He leans against my door, his face dark and eyes deep. "You're back." "Yeah, I'm back." My drunkenness fades halfway from sheer terror. 3 hours ago, I sent him a voice message, pinching my nose, claiming I had a fever and needed to go to the hospital for an injection, so I could only submit 7,000 words of my manuscript today. A perfectly reasonable excuse to delay my deadline. Then I went out drinking and clubbing with my heartbroken friend Jenny, sharing heartfelt confessions, hugging and crying, and eventually hugging a tree to vomit. After 3 hours of cursing the scumbag who broke her heart, we each went home. I thought I'd be hugging the toilet in nausea or collapsing into bed, but instead, I walked straight into a hellish showdown. My dear editor, Jack Yu, had come to my doorstep to personally collect my overdue manuscript. Not only did I make him wait outside for 3 or 4 hours, but I also locked him out. I'm terrified, scrambling for a plausible excuse for my delay. But no one goes to the hospital for an injection wearing a miniskirt, stilettos, and freshly done nails. Cough. The password to my door is actually 1314. I quickly divert the topic, shuffling closer to the man radiating low pressure. With trembling fingers, I unlock the door. "You could have just come in and waited next time. Waiting a while isn't a problem." Jack Yu follows me inside. I grovel to pour him a glass of water. "As long as you meet your deadlines, I wouldn't have to come knocking." Jack Yu glances at my bold red lips and dramatic eyeliner, steering the conversation back to my delinquency. "You don't look like someone who had a fever." "Ah, right. I'm all better now." I inch away, trying to put distance between us. "So, can you explain?" Jack Yu purses his lips. "Why the 7,000 words you submitted were all adult content?" I'm barely holding myself together under Jack Yu's oppressive aura, but I vaguely remember rushing out this afternoon and hastily writing 7,000 words of steamy scenes between the protagonists. "Is that not allowed? We're a reputable platform." Jack Yu looks at me with a mix of seriousness and helplessness, sighing. "I've already edited it for you, but it's too late tonight. Rewrite it tomorrow." He gestures for me to check the document he sent back. My 7,000 word labor of love has been reduced to 4 words by Jack Yu. A night of passion. The usual fear is dulled by alcohol, and the long, suppressed resentment toward Jack Yu's tyranny erupts. I try to grab his collar but fail, settling for pointing at his nose and yelling, "How dare you treat my work like this? Do you know what intimate scenes are in a novel? They're the soul, the essence, the lubricant that elevates the protagonist's love." Lisa Tang. Jack Yu frowns at me, but I'm too drunk to care. "Jack Yu, you have no heart. Just wait." I laugh wildly, my grin bordering on maniacal. "In my next novel, I'll make you the pretty boy, the submissive one. That'll teach you to mess with my work." The next day, I wake up at 3 in the afternoon. My entire body aches as if I've been beaten. I roll around in bed a few times before struggling to get up, with no memory of how I made it to bed. Then I quietly check the living room surveillance. I see last night's version of myself, wild, flailing, rolling on the floor, screaming at my usually composed, handsome, and refined editor, Jack Yu. In my excitement, I kick the coffee table, shattering my brother's antique vase in the process. Then, clutching my foot in pain, I hop around the room on one leg, all while Jack Yu stands there, utterly helpless, unable to get a word in or catch me as I hop out of the camera's view. "Help." I close my phone and bury my face in the pillow. Since the surveillance has no audio, I don't know what I said to Jack Yu, but I hope his memory is as blank as mine. With trembling hands, I open Jack Yu's chat and send him a sticker. Thankfully, he hasn't blocked me yet. Jack Yu replies instantly. "Awake." "Yeah." I type quickly, meek and small. "Editor, I think I blacked out last night. I'll get up and start writing soon." Jack Yu responds with just one word. "Me." "Seems you really don't remember what you said last night. Wait for me after work. We need to discuss the outline for your next novel, and settle some scores." I stare at the words, "settle some scores," and feel my life flashing before my eyes. I envision my drafts being rejected repeatedly, my traffic throttled, and ending up penniless, homeless, begging on the streets. When Jack Yu plays the video he recorded, I realize I can drop the word envision. The lunatic in the video shouts, "Just wait. I'll make you the pretty boy, the submissive one." The more brazen I was last night, the deeper my regret now. Don't ask. The person in question would love nothing more than to crawl into the video and knock that madwoman unconscious with a liquor bottle. Lisa Tang. Jack Yu calls my name slowly, feeling my life hanging by a thread. I drop to my knees with a thud, tears streaming. "Editor, I was wrong. I'll never drink again. I'll never miss a deadline again. I'll never write adult content again. You don't have to kneel. Before Jack you can finish, my front door swings open. My brother, Ji Ching, who's usually MIA due to overtime work, has come home for vacation. The current situation. My brother opens the door to see his beloved little sister kneeling tearfully before a man, looking pitiful and helpless, just as he's about to tackle the well-dressed Jack Yu. I jump between them to protect my delicate editor. Bro, he's one of us. One of us. Then why are you kneeling? My brother's frown deepens, ready to take Jack Yu down at any moment. Even as a writer full of snark, I can't explain this mess in a few words. No, bro, he's my editor. My brother's overprotectiveness makes the scene unbearably awkward. Jack Yu steps in smoothly. Mr. Tang, I'm Jack Yu, Lisa's editor. It's all a misunderstanding. I never asked her to kneel. Why don't we sit and talk? I drag my brother to the other side of the couch. He sits stiffly, his face dark. My surname is G. Jack Yu maintains his polite smile, bending to hand his phone to my brother. The video of my drunken antics plays again, filling the living room with my raucous voice. My brother glares at me, fists clenched, veins bulging, teeth gritted. Lisa Tang, sandwiched between them. I'm not sure which one to kneel to first. I was wrong, bro. I really was. I'll never drink again. My apology is swift, but my brother ignores me. After calming down, he stands and shakes Jack Yu's hand, reverting to his usual composed demeanor as a police officer. Mr. Yu, I apologize for my earlier rudeness. I'm Ji Ching, a police officer. Jack Yu smiles back. No need to apologize, Mr. G. The scene was indeed easy to misunderstand. They shake hands and make up, leaving me all alone. Jack Yu spends the afternoon regaling my brother with tales of my laziness, missed deadlines, and, more subtly, how he waited outside my door for 4 or 5 hours last night. It's exactly like a teacher's home visit to complain about a failing student. And this failing student's life is hanging by a thread when they start discussing expectations for the child's future. Jack Yu calls me over. Lisa, come here. I shuffle over as Jack Yu opens a schedule. After a long silence, I speak. According to Jack Yu's plan, for the next 2 weeks, I'll live like a high school senior. Wake at 6, sleep at 10, write for 12 hours a day. Jack Yu holds the tablet toward me, scrolling. This way, in half a month, you should have the first draft of your new book ready. I think, editor, plans never survive contact with reality. I suspect Jack Yu doesn't want my manuscript. He wants my life. Does this plan trouble you, Lisa? Jack Yu's eyes glint with amusement as he adjusts his gold-rimmed glasses. But given your writing skills, it shouldn't be a problem. My brother, meanwhile, spots the vase shards I hid under the table. His murderous glare makes me tremble. Faced with these two titans, I nod reluctantly. At least this buys me 2 weeks of reprieve. My brother sharpens his metaphorical knife. Don't worry, Mr. Yu. I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. I'll make sure Lisa writes properly and meets her deadlines. And so begins my hellish life of only 2 things a day, staying alive and writing. Me, a full-time writer and certified slacker, am now herded by Jack Yu and my brother into feeling like I have a real job. But since I brought this on myself, I dare not complain. I write diligently, behave meekly, and reform my ways. Bored out of my mind, I post on social media. I suspect my brother took a 2-week vacation just to make me finish my novel's first draft. I add 3 skull emojis to express my displeasure. Then I block my brother and Jack Yu. Yeah, I'm all bark and no bite. But I didn't expect my post to attract a pretty junior. My direct junior, Cindy Gu, is not only gorgeous but also highly capable. Within 2 years of graduation, she climbed the career ladder and is now writing romance stories on green water. Though unlike me, she doesn't rely on it full-time. Senior, another new book. Your last one was on the gold list again. You're amazing. Ah, it's nothing. I blush at the praise. Just luck. She sends a crying emoji, saying her 3 books flopped and she'd love my advice. Flattered by her sweetness, I invite her over. Senior Lisa, good afternoon. Cindy arrives as promised, beaming and opening her arms for a hug. It's so good to see you again. How could I resist hugging a beauty? Of course, I missed you too. She giggles, squirming out of my bear hug, and follows me to my room. I share my years of writing experience as she takes notes. Senior, I struggle with outlining. From your posts, it seems you write a first draft before finalizing. My first draft is just the initial version, which I don't publish. I revise it later to mark foreshadowing. character arcs, etc. It's a habit I've developed over the years. Cindy looks hopeful. Senior, could I see your new book's first draft? I'd love to use it as an example to learn how to refine an outline. I hesitate, but her puppy eyes win me over. Plus, she's my junior. I trust her. Okay. Cindy pours over my draft, showering me with praise. You're a genius, she gushes, making me blush. I don't stop her from reading it multiple times. By sunset, when my brother returns with groceries, Cindy reluctantly leaves, claiming she's learned so much. I thought this was a one-time visit, but then she texts me, she's into my brother. All those years of friendship, and you fall for my brother at first sight. How could you? I joke, adding a crying emoji. Cindy replies with shy and hug emojis. Senior, you mentioned your brother's on vacation for 2 weeks. Yep. I stroke my chin, hatching a plan. If I set up Cindy and Ji Qing, my brother won't have time to monitor my daily 8,000 words. Plus, it'll solve his eternal singlehood. Though Ji Qing is the child of my parents' comrades, I've long treated him as my real brother. Eradicating our family's singlehood is my duty. Before I can draft a plan, Cindy texts again. Senior, can I visit tomorrow? I baked cookies for you and brother G. I instantly get her meaning. Of course, we both love lemon cookies. Then I yell for my brother. Bro, his head pops in. What? You're on vacation. No plans to go out? Nope. He eyes me suspiciously. You're not trying to slack off, are you? Of course not. Slacking is just a bonus. Then stay home tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. He nods. But before leaving, he reminds me, don't forget to write today's draft. Just like when he nagged me about homework. For the next 2 weeks, Cindy visits under various pretexts. I sneak out to give them alone time, and slack off, but my brother remains unmoved by her charms. His first words when I return are always, did you finish today's draft? Under their joint assault, I submit my manuscript on time, finally free. After sending the draft to Jacku, I collapse into bed and sleep like the dead. Sleeping in feels heavenly. I vow never to leave my bed again. I wake in the afternoon to golden sunlight and a gentle breeze. My brother's already gone back to work, leaving me alone. I sigh, missing him already. Then I order fried chicken, beer, crayfish, barbecue, pizza, and milk tea. Adults don't choose. They eat everything slowly. Freedom tastes divine. I lounge on the sofa, eating and binge, watching. Jacku calls as I'm peeling crayfish. I answer on speaker, fishing for praise. Editor, I submitted on time. I know, he says hesitantly. Lisa, did you write this yourself? Of course. I raise my voice. I was locked up by you and my brother for 2 weeks. I've been free for less than 24 hours. Lisa, did you show this to anyone else? I never share unfinished drafts. Not even Jacku sees them until they're done. Besides me and my brother, Cindy saw a few chapters. I showed a junior the first few chapters, I admit, but I'd only written half then. Lisa, while reviewing your draft, another editor mentioned your new novel is nearly identical to one of their author's works. Is it Sui Sui Rui? That's Cindy's pen name. The crayfish drip sauce as I set it down. No way. Cindy and I have known each other for years. She's always been kind and understanding. How could she do this? I grab my phone, rush to my computer, and pull up Sui Sui Rui's page. Her new novel, already 10 chapters in, is a hit, far outperforming her past works. An hour later, my lips tremble. No way, she actually. Lisa, Jacku is still on the line. Don't panic, Jacku, listen. I close Cindy's page, my voice shaking. She only has my early outline. If I publish the rest first, I can prove it's mine. Lisa, you risk being accused of plagiarism. He sighs. Until this is resolved, don't publish, Jacku. I cut him off. Trust me, I'll write the rest now. I'll prove she stole from me. I hang up and write 15 chapters overnight, too rushed to edit. Without telling Jacku, I publish them. By dawn, my hands shake. I try contacting Cindy, but she's blocked me everywhere. I post publicly, tagging Sui Sui Rui. Is this theft or plagiarism? Standing too fast, I nearly black out. The mirror reflects a disheveled mess with crayfish stains. I splash cold water on my face. I've been betrayed before, but never so brazenly. I curl on the sofa, planning to check comments later. 2 hours later, I open my phone to a flood of hate. Private messages bombard me with accusations and proof. I copied Cindy. I check her page. She's updated 30 chapters overnight. No way she wrote that in one night. She had my outline all along. My mind races. Jacku hasn't replied. I call my brother. but he declines. On a mission. What's up? Nothing. Just wondering. When Cindy visited, did she ever hang out with you? She stayed in your room. Okay, be safe. I don't dare distract him further. My phone rings again. Hello, Lisa Bird. A shrill voice screeches. You. A big name author. Plagiarizing. You're shameless. I hang up, but calls and hate messages pour in. Ignoring them, I check my novel. Everyone says I copied. A few loyal fans defend me, but they're drowned out. The comments chant, Lisa Bird, get off green water. I refresh. My novel is gone. Deleted after mass reports. Gone. 2 weeks of work. My child. Stolen. When I tried to reclaim it, they called me a thief. Tears blur my screen. I'm not a crier, but this hurts. My phone vibrates nonstop. Maybe that kid again. I grab a beer, hands shaking. I need a distraction. By the third bottle, the buzzing drives me mad. Drunk and furious, I'm about to curse the kid's entire family when a male voice stops me. Lisa, Jack you. I sob like a child. They're bullying me. I know. I just finished a meeting. His voice is soft. I've seen it all. Lisa, don't be afraid. I'll handle it. Jack you. I whimper. My stomach hurts. Lisa Tang, drank beer on an empty stomach and now have gastritis. Let this be a lesson. Dizzy, I rest against the sofa. Sometime later, my door unlocks, but it's not my brother. It's Jack you, in a khaki trench coat and white shirt. He looks rushed. Lisa, he crouches beside me, checking my forehead. You didn't answer the door. I was worried. Jack you. I sob. I'll never trust anyone again. Okay. His voice is hoarse. The floor's cold. Let's get you up. But I don't trust you either. I lash out. You doubted me. You asked if I wrote it myself. You know more about my work than Cindy. I glare. What if you? I wouldn't. He's gentle. Lisa, let's go to the hospital. He helps me up, but my legs give out. As I cling to the wall, he lifts me effortlessly. His scent, soap and something warm, fills my nose as he sighs. Stop being stubborn. In the ER, the 4 lulls me to sleep. I wake to Jack you beside me, his coat over me. Don't move. He opens a container of congee. Hungry. I shake my head, but he insists. I eat a little, noticing his reddened fingertips. You burned yourself. It's nothing. He checks the 4. It's done. I'll take you home. I try returning his coat, but he stops me. Keep it. I left in pajamas. His coat drowns me, reaching my ankles. At my doorstep, he says, I have another meeting. I'll leave you here. Legal says if we prove Sui Rui stole your outline, she'll have to apologize and delete the work. Whether she faces legal consequences depends on if you sue. I see. I pause. I just want her to delete it and apologize. Lisa, it's not that simple. He hesitates. I warned you not to publish because this might involve more than just you two. We discussed it this morning. He sighs. It's hard to determine who copied whom. Too sick to think. I whisper. I didn't mean to cause trouble. I just wanted to finish the story. I worked so hard on it. He doesn't argue. Then I'll help you. His help makes my heart flutter. I nod. I'm going in. As I open the door, he calls. Lisa, change your door code. No. I pause. My brother can't remember new ones. That night, my brother calls. I confess everything. Lisa, use your brain. He's furious. She tricked you into showing your work. Bro, she kept visiting, saying she liked you. She must have snooped on my computer when I left. He sighs. Fine, but no next time. I take Jackie's advice. This time, I share my draft with him in real time instead of waiting. We've known each other for 9 years. Lisa, his voice is soft. Do you fear my judgment or think I'd betray you? I'm silent. I showed Cindy and my brother unfinished work, but never Jack you. We've been classmates since high school, yet I only want him to see polished drafts. Then don't laugh at me. Reluctantly, I agree. My first drafts are bad. I edit them. Okay, he adds. I won't have time to watch you write. I delete the rushed chapters and start over. A week later, I reach the first climax. Originally, the protagonists kissed on a cliff. I change it to a Princess Carrie, Shan Yuanyu, injured, is swept into Nangong Ao Tian's arms. It reminds me of when Jack Yu carried me. Maybe he's not so frail after all. I type quickly, adding the heroine's thoughts. Shan Yuanyu feels warmth seep into her rain, chilled skin. His heartbeat is strong, making hers race. I pause, checking my phone. Jack Yu messages. The Princess Carrie is perfect. Me, so much for being busy. Thanks, editor. It smoothens their romance. Oblivious to my inspiration, He adds, by the way, do you still have my coat? Guess he just misses his clothing. Next Friday is Greenwater's anniversary. I'll take you. Bring my coat. Me. But I'm accused of plagiarism. My brother took the surveillance footage and Cindy's info but hasn't updated me, though still writing. I'm too scared to publish. Don't worry, Lisa. He smiles. It'll be over soon. At the anniversary party, Jack Yu introduces me to big name authors. My charm wins over many. Jack Yu whispers, "You're more popular than I thought." I grin. They're so nice. Then Cindy appears. "Senior, long time no see. Are we close?" I mimic her sweet tone. "Oh right, our identical novels." She plays innocent, claiming coincidence. "I showed you my draft, remember?" The crowd quiets. Jack Yu cuts in. "Ms. Gu, has editor Lou contacted you?" Cindy pales. "He's busy as a new editor." She smirks. "Don't be sad, Jack Yu. Even if you didn't get promoted, at least you still have Lisa." My heart stops. "You gave up a promotion for me." Jack Yu squeezes my hand. "Wait." To Cindy, he says coldly, "There's a term for this. Sacrificing the pawn." Cindy falters. "What do you mean?" He leads me away. "I brought you so Cindy would apologize publicly," he says, plucking confetti from my hair. "But editor Lou kept her in the dark. He's cutting her loose." "Cindy said you gave up a promotion for me." My voice cracks. "Why? What if I'd plagiarized? You'd have lost your job." "But you didn't." He smiles. "So I stood my ground." That morning, after defending me, he faced my drunken tantrum. Tears well up. "I'm sorry. Do you trust me now?" I nod. He smiles. "It's almost over." Back inside, Cindy chases us. "Senior, I was manipulated. I only copied because I admired you." Jack Yu raises an eyebrow. "Earlier, you accused Lisa of copying you." Cindy cries. "My mom's sick. I needed money. You wouldn't ruin us, right?" "Of course not." I smirk. "Plagiarism isn't a capital offense." Leaning in, I whisper, "An apology would have sufficed." "Now, see you in court." Jack Yu drives me home. "Editor, how'd you crack the case?" He rolls up his sleeves, revealing toned forearms. "Thanks to your brother." Turns out, my brother bypassed me entirely. The timing was suspicious. Right before the editor's promotion, Cindy's editor got promoted immediately after, so when your brother called, we connected the dots. Cindy dated editor Lou, unaware he's married. She envied you. Same school, same major, but your works thrive while hers flop. Jack Yu chuckles. "So she stole your draft." Lou set a trap, forcing me to decline the promotion. "You fell for it." I mutter. "He knew you'd choose me." "You're too kind." "Maybe because you're my only priority notification." My heart skips. Why set that? Let's say I didn't want to miss your latest masterpiece. The car fills with tension. I stare ahead, stiff. Then what? Cindy recorded Luke confessing. "Your brother got the tape." Idiot. I pause. "Can you get your promotion back?" "Maybe." He smiles. "But it's fine. When he's promoted." "No." I protest. "We can't let him win." At a red light. He turns. Our faces are inches apart. "Well, I cost you the promotion." "Okay." He grins. After Cindy's public apology, my account is reinstated. My new novel climbs the charts. Lou is fired. Cindy deletes her account and loses her job. She calls, but I ignore her. One evening, Jack Yu calls. "Lisa, yeah, I'm promoted to editor in chief." His voice is soft. "Let's celebrate." We dine at our old high school haunt. Over hot pot. He recalls. "Back then, you loved beef balls, potatoes, and shrimp paste." "How'd you know?" "We never ate hot pot together." He smiles. "You'd announce it every Friday." I laugh. "You were always studying." "How'd you end up at Greenwater?" "Initially, I joined for experience." He gazes at me. "Then I saw your ID. In high school, you'd sneak, write novels. Ecstatic when one got published. I thought, if I were her editor, she'd never get rejected." "My first week at Greenwater, I found you. When your editor left, I requested you." "Lisa." His voice is tender. "I'm honored to champion your dreams." Under the streetlights, our shadows stretch long. A car honks. Jack Yu pulls me close. His lips brush mine. Soft, fleeting. "Let me take you home." Hand in hand, he says. "It's dark. Watch your step." At my doorstep, he strokes my hair. "Rest well." That night, I can't sleep. I write until Jack Yu messages. Still up. Can't sleep. What's for breakfast tomorrow? Sleeping in. Lunch. Out with Jenny. I pause. Dinner too. I'm taking a break. Should I wait outside your door at 3 a.m. again? I don't drink. Okay. I toss my phone, trying to write. But soon. I check his message. When will you be back? I'll pick you up. It's unsafe for girls alone at night. Jenny bails for Yunnan, chasing some hottie. At noon, Jack Yu arrives with lunch, eggplant, ribs, sweet and sour pork, spicy chicken, and beef soup. These appear often in your novels. Your favorites. I was about to go out. Jenny's not in town. Classmate Bob Chen is back. We're catching up. Bob Chen, the guy who liked you in high school. Jack Yu frowns. I brought food. Amused by his rare pout, I tease. Just old friends reconnecting. Then I'll join. I'm an old friend too. At the restaurant, Bob's grin fades when Jack Yu enters. Jack Yu, why are you here? Lisa invited me. Bob boasts about his startup, offering Jack Yu a job. Editing's a dead end. With your degree, you could do better. Editing is fine, Jack Yu says politely. I snap. Jack Yu became editor. Chief in 2 years. What have you done? Lisa, Jack Yu tugs me down. Bob rants about his prestigious degree. I retort. And I'm a jobless graduate. So what? Outside, Jack Yu laughs. What? You stood up for me. He grins. I thought he might try to woo you again. I huff. He's insufferable. Lisa values my job. Jack Yu, you're the editor of future literary giant Lisa Tang. You'll go far. He takes my hand. Then let me propose a promotion. Lisa Tang, may I become your boyfriend? Will you be gentler with deadlines? He nods. I sigh. Fine. Approved.